Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm going to be showcasing a match between myself and Captain Clark. So let's dive right into it. I actually played 2 games today, but the first one that I played only lasted 7 minutes and it was a cheese game, so I might do that one too, just so you guys can see it, but I'm more interested in this one. This one turned out to be pretty fun. So let's turn on the production tabs and go to the everyone cam. Speed this up a little bit at the beginning, and we'll go right into it. I'm right here. This is Huskystarcraft Plateau. In a Protoss versus Protoss, it's a pretty good map. I mean, it's pretty fair for Protoss versus Protoss. You can both establish a second pretty easily, a very small choke. And then a third isn't too bad to establish because Colossus can't really take advantage of this. Maybe here, yeah. So we are both going to be scouting right now. Yeah, scouting the wrong way, both of us. I chose to put my first pylon at the ramp, and so did he. And he actually throws his gateway up on, I guess, 12 or 11. So I think he was going to go for some early pressure. I like to go for the 13 gate, and I've been trying getting the gas earlier to make use of the robo bay a little bit faster. So I get into the base, and the first thing I decide to do is, just spam a nice little, forget a mic cam. Oops. Yeah, spam a nice little radius around for that probe to go so I can keep scouting. Because I know he's probably going to get out a zealot and it's not going to be able to keep up with the probe. So at the same time, because I have that extra gas, I'm able to throw down my cyber core at normal time, same time as him, I think. Yes, same time. Oh, I can just see it up here. But I have extra gas, so I'm gonna try and put down a robo facility pretty quickly. Of course, throwing up extra pylon because what I've noticed, especially with people who go for early cheese, like a 10 gate or something, they will snipe the pylon and end up there's nothing we can do. So I've gotten into the habit of 2 pylons here, and I actually made that pylon a bit early, but whatever. He's also constructing quite a few pylons, but he's better at it than I am. I'm going for my robo bay, so I think in this game he goes for 1, 2, I think a 3 gate, maybe a 4 gate. He's only on 1 gas. Oh, he's getting his second one up. I've had mine for a while now, so I'm stockpiling gas, finishing up my warp gate technology a little bit before him. I'm a little bit. Let me check the chrono boosting. Yeah, I think I'm using my chrono boost a little bit better, and he's supply blocked and really wants probes. Don't do that. So he's gonna go in here. Let's slow it down. And he's gonna try and poke up with his first 2 zealots and 2 stalkers. Luckily, because of that gas, I can get out 2 sentries really quick and block the ramp off, take out the 2 zealots, and it gives me a good upper hand. And in the meantime, it buys me time to get my immortal out. Since I know he's going for this 3 gate or 4 gate business, I like to get out a fast immortal. I held off his attack, and I don't know if he's coming to come back for another attack, so I went ahead and made a second immortal. Usually what people would do is, if they know there's an attack coming really quickly, they'll get the first immortal and then the observer. But I didn't know if this guy had a proxy pylon, just fell back to re-establish and then push again. I didn't know that until just now when I decided to move out. He went from that 3 gate into a fast expand. If you're doing a 3 gate into a fast expand, it's not wise to push out with your 3 gate. You should feign a push out just to get me to be a little nervous to make these mistakes, like making too many immortals too quickly, and barely now getting my observer out. But yeah, so I'm starting my Nexus a little bit later than him, about maybe 40 seconds, 30 seconds later. And double gas already, so maybe he's going to go for a high tech build. Maybe blink stalkers. He does have a lot of stalkers. Here's his proxy right there. And in the meantime, because I have that extra gas, I go for heavy sentry build. Use force fields, use guardian shield to protect my immortals from zealots. And go for get my +1 going about the same time as him. Curious. And of course I am protecting the back because I was also worried that since his 3-gate didn't work, he would switch into 3-gate Stargate or 3-gate Robo and just warp Prism or something in my back. And barely now my observer's going to get there, so I'm going to note exactly what's happening and what I can do. So as soon as this observer gets here, I'm pushing out. I'm pushing his threat. I'm pushing that back. And then I'm going to decide to try to push out myself, because I know he's at this point he went for early pressure, so he could have gotten that Nexus up a lot earlier. He doesn't have good saturation. I don't either, of course. I'm going to be transferring some of these workers in a bit. And I do have a Robo, so I have the tech advantage, the army size advantage, mostly probably because macro. Yeah, he's sitting on quite a lot of money. He could be pooping out 1 or 2 more gateways, up to 6. And he has a lot of stalkers. I guess he's going for mass blink stalker. I don't really see. Yeah, he's got a little bit of 6-gate going on with a Robo Bay. Too much and too quickly. He's not being patient. He's trying to push out for his Colossus really quickly. So I decided to throw up a proxy, gain control of the watchtower, just make sure nothing funny's going on. He's gonna move out with his observer and see my proxy, so he should be ready. At the same time, I'm trying to get saturated, getting some more gateways, forgetting to put them into warp gates, and pushing out. Now the main thing here is to not just push out, attack, move, because then your ramp will be blocked off and my immortals won't be able to get through. So I always move up along the side, then push out. And then, yeah, I tried to take out the pylon units were okay, didn't really get to it. But I was still able to take out quite a few units, force fielding the ramps so that no reinforcements can come down, and take out all of this. This is all free money at this point. Even if I lose my entire army, I know I will have destroyed this army, destroyed his natural, and yeah, set him back quite a ways, and at the same time reinforce him. So my macro is of course slipping because I'm not that good, and his macro should be slipping, which is not good because obviously, well, he's building off of all of these. I don't know. Well, he's kind of got this sitting here. He has a warp prism he hasn't really made use of. 2 Robos. That is quite interesting. So yeah, so he tries to put a little bit of pressure now that his Colossus is out, but yeah, I mean, there's not much that a Colossus can do against a giant army. A Colossus needs stalkers and zealots and sentries to protect it. You know, to shield and take damage while it deals the damage. So he's going to get out some stalkers and try to push. But stalkers do count as armor, so these things just beat up stalkers. Let's see how much this one shot can do. Yeah, and basically at this point, continuing to reinforce. And at this point, I also decided I'm going to try to throw up a 3rd. So yeah, at the same time, I sent 2 zealots to scout around, make sure there's no 3rd base, because I thought it was too easy. Not that he sucked. It's just I thought he was letting me go in there too easy. Maybe there's a 3rd or a proxy Stargate waiting to happen. And my probe should have been moving out. Yeah, see, to go build that Nexus. Okay, so that was it. It was a pretty fun game. Just played it just now, and yeah, I guess I won. Good game, Captain Clark. You did great. Yeah, thank you, everybody.